the person who coined that. The name Windows and it was all from the name, from the descriptions, windowing systems. I am definitely the person that named Windows Windows. And as a matter of fact, that and the logo of Windows will likely be on my tombstone. When I went to work at Microsoft, I was basically brought in to do the branding, to brand the company, to everything the outside world saw about Microsoft came through me. I was responsible for all the advertising, all the public relations, all the packaging design, all of our messaging, anything that went out to the outside world, that was my responsibility. And I remember Bill calling me one day and having me come over to his office, and he demonstrated this thing for me on the screen with it. He had all the developers there and said, look, what do you think? I said, well, what is it? And he said, well, it enables you to run multiple applications. And I said, well, so it's an application? He goes, well, no. I said, well, it's an operating system. He goes, no, it's not an operating system. He said, it rides on top of the operating system, and then applications ride on top of it. I said, okay. I said, well, what is it called? He said, well, in the industry right now, they're called GUIs, graphical user interfaces. And these were GUIs. I said, well, does anybody else have a GUI? And he said, oh, yeah, IBM has a GUI, this other company has a GUI, a company called VisiCorp has a GUI. They're all out there, but we're going to introduce our own GUI. We're going to have our own GUI. I said, okay. I said, do we, what do I call it? And he said, wait. He said, right now the developers are calling it Interface Office Manager. And I said, okay. I said, that's an interesting name. I said, why don't you let me take it, and I'm going to go back to my group, and since I don't tell them how to write software, I'm hoping they don't tell me how to brand products. And so we brought it back, and I told my group, I said, look, go out and gather all the editorial that's been written about all these other GUIs that are out there. Gather it up, and we're gonna look at all of this stuff, and we're gonna look for commonality between how these GUIs are being talked about. So we taped everything to the wall, all these articles, hundreds of articles around the room. And we started finding a very consistent theme between all these GUIs. And they were not describing them as graphical user interfaces. They were describing them as windowing systems. And I said, oh my God, if these are all windowing systems, there's only one name we can be. We have got to be Windows. And it was a eureka, because the day we launch as Windows, and these are all windowing systems, they get repositioned as part of us. And but we thought about the name for another 6 months, because nobody wanted to call it Windows. I mean, people have selective memory now. People love to rewrite history. That everybody, what was behind, everybody was against it. But it was absolutely the right name at the right time. And when we did launch it, all hell broke loose, because everybody was upset that we had called this GUI Windows.